Welcome to Too Fond of Books. My name is Janelle and this is the final video in my Favorites of 2020 series. I have already shared with you my favorite mysteries, my favorite general fiction, my favorite non-fiction, and my favorite rereads. And I thought I would finish this series off with my favorite Agatha Christie's that I read in 2020. How could I not? I love Agatha Christie. She's my favorite writer. I just think that she writes brilliant mysteries. And so here are my top 10 Agatha Christie's from 2020. Let's dive straight in. Coming in at number 10, Poirot Loses a Client, also known as Dumb Witness. I was glad to see Hastings back as the narrator in this Poirot story. The two of them are so entertaining, and that was one of the reasons why I enjoyed this book. And it's my number 10 Agatha Christie for 2020. Coming in at number 9, Murder in the Mews. Now this is a set of 4 longer short stories that feature Poirot. In this book we have Murder in the Mews, The Incredible Theft, Dead Man's Mirror, and Triangle at Rhodes. My favorite of the 4 was Dead Man's Mirror, and coming in at a close second is Murder in the Mews. And I don't tend to love short stories, but I enjoyed these, and I think that's because they were longer. They were almost novellas, and so you got more plot to work with in the stories. Coming in at number 8, Cards on the Table. And again, this is another great Poirot mystery, and I love the setup here. You have 4 detectives and 4 murderers are invited to a dinner party, and by the end of the evening, the host has been killed. This one has a lot to do with bridge, and I don't really know bridge, and I never played it, and I don't really understand the game, and that's an important part of the story, and kind of how everybody played the game and how the games played out was how Poirot figured everything out. And so that's why it's not higher up on the list than it is, but it's a really solid Poirot mystery. Coming in at number 7, Murder in Mesopotamia. This I love because it's set at an archaeological dig, which I find really very interesting. It's a Poirot narrated by one of the characters, Amy Leatherin. And yeah, it's just really fun. So it's set in the Near East. So interesting setting. I love that it's at an archaeological dig. And again, it's a Poirot. What's not to love? Coming in at number 6, Murder in 3 Acts, or 3-Act Tragedy. I think what's the one thing that I loved about this, or my favorite thing, honestly, the killer in this is cold-blooded. It is a cold-blooded killer, and the things that they are willing to do to get what they want. She wrote a really cold-blooded killer in Murder in 3 Acts. Alright, top 5 Agatha Christie's from 2020. Coming in at number 5, The ABC Murders. Classic. This is a classic Agatha Christie. This is also a Poirot. And honestly, she's done it again with this book. She writes a serial killer mystery with a twist. And she's just brilliant. She is so brilliant at plots, at twists, at clues. She is just, there is a very good reason why she's called the Queen of Crime. Alright, coming in at number 4, Holiday for Murder, or Murder for Christmas. This is a Poirot, again, set over Christmas. Again, classic. It's a country house, there's a family gathering, it's a closed circle, there are plenty of motives, subtle clues, the gathering of the suspects at the end, and a fantastic reveal. Just, ooh, so good. Coming in at number 3, Death in the Clouds, also known as Death in the Air. This one is so good. I think this is an underrated Agatha Christie and an underrated Poirot. So this is a Poirot. This one does not get talked about enough, but it is brilliant. It is so good. It is a closed circle mystery because it takes place on an airplane in a small compartment. So there's a closed circle of suspects. It's an impossible crime. How did this person get killed when nobody noticed? Including Poirot, because he was on that plane also. It is just so good, but it doesn't get talked about a lot. I rarely hear about it being talked about as anybody's favorite Poirot or favorite Agatha Christie, and it is currently in my top 10 in my rankings for Agatha Christie, and I think that it's going to stay there, even though I've got like 40 more books to read. Because it is just, it's good. It is a really good one. I love that it's closed circle tight. It is a good Poirot. Coming in at number 2, Appointment with Death. This is also a Poirot. I think that every single one of these was a Poirot. They were too. Isn't that hilarious? So Simon from Booktube with Simon, if you're watching this, I think you're right. Poirot is the best. I have to concede. Poirot is the best. Okay, so Appointment with Death. This is one of my absolute favorite Poirot mysteries. The villain in here, Mrs. Boynton, is a great villain. She is just awful. But the themes of power and control and freedom and prison are good, and that's why I love this book. The relationships in the family, in the Boynton family, are so interesting, and yeah, really good Poirot mystery. My favorite Agatha Christie that I read in 2020, coming in at number 1. Death on the Nile. This is perfection. It is so good. It is Poirot again. It is Poirot on a steamer ship going down the Nile. So we've got another great closed circle mystery. But what I think like the best thing about this book is it is tightly plotted. There is nothing in here that doesn't need to be in here. It is so good. It is so good. So if you've never read Death on the Nile, please give it a try. If you've never read Agatha Christie, read Death on the Nile. Give it a try. You will love it, I am sure. It is so good. Now, as with all Agatha Christie, they are books of their time. She wrote in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s, and the 50s and the 60s. So they're books of their time, but as far as mysteries go, they are brilliant. She is so good at plot. She is so good at twists. Oh, excellent. And my favorite Agatha Christie that I read in 2020 is Death on the Nile. So there you have it. What is your favorite Agatha Christie? I would love to hear about that in the comment section down below. And if you have never read Agatha Christie, do any of these 10 sound interesting to you? I'm going to include my playlist for all things Agatha Christie here in the cards so that you can get more in depth about some of these books. But yeah, so this has been really fun to look back at my reading year and think about what my favorite books for 2020 have been. So it's been really fun making these videos. I hope that you have enjoyed them, and I hope that we are all looking forward to a great 2021. And I will see you for my next video soon. Bye.